I've lived a great life. I've seen things that few have ever seen, and those that every man should dare. Had a mom and dad that loved me. I laid some rubber down with that 55. What a day when my first arrow left the string. Popped the cap on my first gun. Caught a really big fish. Won my first award. Shot my first buck on camera. I've shook the hands of 3 presidents. Went supersonic in a fighter jet. I got goosebumps when I kissed my first girl, Lori. It was a magical marvel to watch my 5 kids grow up. She's beautiful, stuck with me through thick and thin. I crashed and almost died. Honored over 2,000 soldiers. It filled my heart with patriotism. Became a Christian, had 5,000 people hold hands in prayer. I've kept company of kings, but I'm no royalty or a saint. On my wedding day, I've faced my fears over and over again. I've traveled, trekked, wandered, got lost, and roamed. Fell in love instantly, held his hand as my dad died. Sat and listened to stories of my grandfather in the war. I've celebrated in freedom, got to talk to the astronauts in space, drove a car over 170 miles an hour. With a camera, I've captured people celebrating life. I've explored all types of natural wonders. I've watched great beauty in the making, got to make a difference in others' lives. Took a ride in a nuclear destroyer. I walked her down the aisle. I've gave some, but not as much as I should have. I rode him, just not the full 8. I was there, just not as much as I should have been. At times, I could have tried way harder. I'm a good man. Humble is my heart. I'm a believer in Almighty God. My life has purpose. At times, I've shamed myself and others. I've stood and had to face the music. I've laid and watched the northern lights. Pondered over and over again my existence. Bow hunting is in my DNA. I've found and seen some of the rarest animals on earth. I've got to tell stories that inspired others. Yes, my life matters. I've made a difference along the way. I ask myself all the time, what new adventures await me? I've traveled, trekked, wandered, got lost, and roamed, only to find myself right where I belong. How can I help? How can I help more, love longer, add more joy into my life and to those around me? I'm a lifer, and Bowtech is my bow. In God's speed, I trust.